Cofield and Company's Eye on Sports Betting. Only on ESPN Las Vegas and ESPN Reno.
Our Eye on Sports Betting every day is brought to you by Oasis Bar and Grill on Decatur, just south of Tropicana. Greg, you can keep eating because Greg's chomping down here. I got to play you some sound that for Jets fans, this will get you fired up. It's also one of the most laughable things I've ever heard on local radio. This is actually New York local radio. It's a guy named Brandon Tierney. He is a Jets fan like myself. The day after Aaron Rodgers goes down on Monday Night Football, he comes in and gives like the speech of the century for fans. He like went full coach. He comes in, he's in studio. He's got a hoodie on with the hood over his face. He's standing up. You can hear him moving the mic. As he keeps going, he's like hyperventilating like this. And this is not like there are people out there who do radio explosions. And I don't want to break it to people. A lot of times it's a bit.
Right.
This is 100% from his soul. And I wanted to play it because it's gonna get up for Monday Night Football. Like this means something.
He's done. He's done. You got two choices right now. You got two choices. There is the door, and that says losers. Then the door to the right says we try to piece this together with, I don't know, maybe the most talented wide receiver in football. I don't know, maybe the most talented running back in football. I don't know, maybe the most talented quarterback in football. Figure it out.
So he comes in. It's the next day. Aaron Rodgers is done for the season. That's why he was like, he's done. He's done. He's trying to get the troops rallied, right? He's like the best cornerback in Sauce Gardner, best running back in Breece Hall, best receiver, Gary Wilson.
Yeah, I was like, what?
He's a Jets fan.
Okay.
He's just searching for hope. But then his ire turns towards the mopey Jet fans, and he's like, get it together.
Do not tell me today that the season is over. Do not tell me that, because it's not. They already got one win. And I'll tell you, and I'm standing up for this. I will tell you right now, there were about 9 people who said, I'm not giving up on Zach Wilson. And I was one of them, and so was my partner. So it is go time. Get up. Stop walking around work like a loser. Get your act together. We're playing until January. There is no way that I'm tapping out now. No chance.
He's a lunatic.
I need that guy to come into my room every morning and just say
Right?
that. I'm going to run through a brick wall for
Now,
that guy.
the truth is, well, the backstory is I lived with Brandon. He lived out here.
Yeah.
And that speech was like the third best speech I've ever seen him do. Because I've seen a couple where he exploded.
Yeah.
Where it was like, dude,
Yeah.
you got to freaking calm down. If I had kids, that's a speech I give my kids about Little League. Let's go.
Yeah. Pop Warner, of course. Let's do it. Get up. In fact, I think my coach did do that when I was like 9 years old in Pop Warner. They were mean.
He's an entertaining guy. It's real. He loves the Jets. But I just love that.
When you lived together, did you guys get in screaming matches when you lived together?
No. I'm not there were a couple times. We actually, you know what's funny? We would do shows together. And there's like a zone when you do a show. I really don't remember most of the stuff I say. And if there's arguments,
I don't either.
Like if we argue, like after the show, I'm like, whatever. I don't care.
Yeah.
I think there were a couple times we did shows together, and like we got pretty heated. And dude that we bring on from Colorado every once in a while in Denver, Dan Jacobs. Dan was our producer. He's like, man, I remember you and BT one time, and you like threw a glass like a water bottle across the room at him, and he threw it at you, and then you just brushed it aside and kept arguing. I'm like, no recollection of that. None.
I like to see you get in an argument because I haven't seen you. Like, I feel like you'd be kind of quiet until you don't have to be kind of arguer.
Yeah. I'll get loud. People have heard it on the air every once in a while.
Well, on the air, I've heard you, get upset
off?
about things. But like at a bar or something, if some guy keeps,
it's not good.
No.
Yeah, I've tried to. Yeah, one of the last times was, and I actually didn't even do anything. We're at Ellis Island, the front yard. One of the last times was right up the way at the bar here, the Raiders bar.
Oh yeah,
and yeah,
not good.
I had a bottle go right across my hair.
Really?
Yeah, it was like this close to just exploding in my
Wow.
freaking forehead. So, but I actually that was kind of like a quiet chop busting.
Yeah.
And the guy's just like, okay, bottle throwing
Sure.
time. Whoop. So imagine me and this guy going out. Finish this up.
If you didn't kill us last night, we are unkillable. So as I get ready to get my partner involved here, I have Zach's back. I'm not saying Super Bowl, but I am saying playoffs with Zach. That's what I'm saying.
I came in that day and played the audio, and I was like, dude, I'm not talking to him directly, but I was like,
Right.
You got to stop. Like, being excited and getting off the deck when things look bad for you as a fan is one thing, but I knew at the time, I'm like, Zach Wilson sucks.
Well, that's the thing is, if
and
it
I felt
wasn't,
so bad that he was excited. Like, I'm sticking with him. I'm like, don't do that to yourself.
if it wasn't Zach
It's not
Wilson,
good.
then
Anyone
maybe-
else?
Yeah, right.
See? And for like the first 4 weeks of the after Rodgers was down, I'm like, please go and get someone decent. And then, who was the comeback player of the year last year? Right? We just talked about Mr. Deviant, who can't freaking stay out of trouble.
Was it-
Sean Watson.
Oh,
Joe Flacco comes back. It was great.
yeah, that's
The
right.
Jets had him.
Yeah,
And instead they went with Zach Wilson. Just call Joe back.
yeah. I don't know. Joe Flacco,
You know what?
though.
Here's the thing. I think it worked because of Stefanski.
It's a lightning in a bottle.
I think Hackett. Ugh.
Oh,
Hackett,
yeah.
I don't think he would have made it work.
Is there any more evidence we need that Hackett is not amazing?
Well, I think you know what the true evidence will be if Bo Nix needs to take a seat and Sean Payton actually makes Zach Wilson into someone who is productive. Then
Yeah.
Hackett probably shouldn't work at the pro level ever again. That's harsh, but like, bro,
Right. Yeah.
he made this guy into someone decent. You couldn't, because the surrounding cast is pretty solid.
Well,
Offensively, they're not unbelievable. They're good. Breece Hall is a good running
Sure.
back, and they have good receivers now. Mike Williams got to stay healthy. Their defense is good.
he's kind of like Giannis's little brother, though. Like, he wouldn't be there if it wasn't for Aaron Rodgers, right? I mean,
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, his dad is named Hackett, like most of us. My dad's named Cofield, but he didn't coach in the NFL. His dad, Paul Hackett, was a longtime college and NFL coach, so that's how he got in, as so often is the case, and he's still in because Aaron Rodgers likes him.
I guess
Well, clearly he does.
happens where we work too.
It certainly happens in the world of broadcasting.
Oh yeah.
Ticket giveaway right now. 4 tickets. Aces and Connecticut Sun. Games coming up. Wait a second. I'm retracting this. Griffin, I'm retracting this. We will try this in the 5 o'clock hour. I'm not doing it. I don't know if it's official yet. See what happens. Live radio.
I'd
Happy
say it
day.
anyway.
No. Okay. I'll give you a similar situation. Here's the problem. She couldn't make that speech yesterday because the whole season fell apart. My SO, the significant other, decided to get into a Survivor contest.
Oh.
And she was twisting the story yesterday. During the week, I told her, I said, if the Bengals lose this first game, 3/4 of your contest is going out. I would try someone else. All you need to do is pick a winner. I said, I think Seattle's a good option against Denver. Now, Seattle didn't blow the doors off of Denver, but they won the game.
Right.
And, man, by the way, update. We got the GDAM package.
Oh,
I paid for it.
How much did you pay?
$379.
Ah.
And I got one room with 3 TVs, very modest TV wall. There's a second room that's got, the biggest TV we have.
Sure.
All morning. Bengals Patriots. She just sat there like all intense. Because of her Survivor. And she went out. And that was a free contest. It might have been $10. Circa Survivor, people paid $1,000 to get in. The final tally was like over, I have to look at the number. I have it somewhere here, but the final tally was crazy. I think it was like $14.3 million.
Right.
35% of the field out after week one because of the freaking Bengals losing to the Patriots, who will probably win 3 games this year. But the Patriots knocked out 35% of the field.
I mean, you still think they're only going to win 3 after winning that first game?
Steph McKenzie from the point in Circa Survivor picked the Bengals. She texted me last night. She's like, well, that was fun. I'm like, Survivor's tough.
It is tough.
The highs and the lows.
That's a tough one, man. I don't know. In a million years, I would have never guessed that, though. So,
and then let me look down our trusty. We are live right now. Let me look down the camera. Griffin, you look at the camera right now, young man.
I can't see anything.
Greg, you are in Circa Million with us as a team. I've come up with a ranking system. We've got 7 participants from Cofield and Company, right?
Okay.
As people lose with their picks, we have to put in 5 picks against the spread. Everyone on the staff makes a pick, but 2 are on the outside as alternates. So 5 go in. When people lose, they move down the rankings and can get relegated to the lower division, which is outside on the picks. You kind of get what I'm saying?
Yes.
5 of us make picks. So Griffin picked. What was your pick, Griffin? What'd you send over? Circa Million. Hundreds of thousands of dollars on the line. Circa Million. We need 5 winners. What does Griffin send over?
I dropped the bag and I said the Browns were going to, I think it was a plus, what was it, -2? I said they were going to be a lot better than what they were. Shout out to Sean Watson.
Man.
Thanks, Griffin.
Yeah.
Good job, buddy.
It's a rough start. We will bounce back.
If you ever get in the 5 that actually get to select, we will. You're right. You'll get a chance. But right now, you are at number 7.
Don't count me out yet. I can make a comeback.
Greg is at number 6. We actually went 4-1. It's a good start.
Nice. I didn't pick anybody, though.
You didn't, because I didn't inform you, so you're on the outside.
Yeah, I was going to say, what the hell?
Well, you're
I
in.
got screwed.
You're in.
Uh-huh.
You're in. Well, we did okay without you.
Yeah, I know. You probably do better without me. I'm just saying.
Everyone's going to get their chance, and then we're all going to share in the money. We got it. By the way, we got to get Justin Watkins in on this real soon.
Yeah.
About this contest. Got to make sure there's no squabbles afterwards.
For sure.
Greg's like, I picked the most winners. I went 3-0 during the season. I want my money. You're a litigious guy. I can just tell.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. You're not at all. Well, no, actually. Well,
I'm really not.
You've certainly been in the courts. We know that.
Well, no, it wasn't my fault. They're litigious, not me.
Yeah. I'm on the wrong side of people being litigious. This part of the program, our Eye on Sports Gambling, is brought to you by our friends at Oasis Bar and Grill on Decatur, south of Trop. True local bar with sports and a rockin' menu, 24/7 breakfast. The menu is varied. You can get a New York strip for under $25, French dip, Reuben, plus Monday Night Football with Johnny and the Monday Night Maniacs. And they got a special for dinner each night. We get it updated. This is the way we roll, man. Their dinner special tonight, chicken and shrimp kebabs.
Wow.
With pork ribs and rice.
Oh.
Hello. You can follow them on IG at Oasis Bar and Grill. Oasis.
Get the
on
nachos.
Decatur, on Decatur, south of Trop.
Modelo